The Oddball Foundation is dedicated to mental health advocacy through art.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oddball Show features content intended for mature audiences. If you'd like to view a content warning before listening, please check out the episode description. The views put forth by our hosts and our guest reflect the speaker's opinions and not the official stance of Oddball Foundation. Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoy the show.
It's you.
It's you.
And here I was thinking, wow, I have another Monday to myself. But no, I've been roped back. I'm doing this.
You can't keep.
I'm completely trapped.
You can't keep a good podcast down, man.
Or this one.
Welcome, everybody, to Oddball Show. My name is Jason Wright.
Even death can't stop Ernest P. Walsh movies, and even calamity itself will not stop this podcast, no matter how hard we try. No matter how many palms are greased in the background, and Jason gets taken away. But
hey, everybody, it's Jason Wright and Chad Prento from Oddball Magazine and Oddball Foundation and Oddball Show and yada yada Oddball.
And I'm not trying to be a badass in this hat, but my head keeps on going in and out of the graphics, so I look like I'm fragmented and even more bald.
Who is that?
So.
Is that Slash, and who's the other guy?
Slash and Ryan Gosling's performing "I'm Just Ken" at last night's Grammys.
Right? He's a stud. He's a stud. Guy's a stud. What can I say? You know who's also a stud? That guy.
The Gruber.
Gruber's a stud.
He faked his death and became a wizard. I don't know why I'm doing the Arnold Schwarzenegger. Probably because of he and Danny DeVito went out during the Grammys last night as basically recounting their Batman villains history. How did Batman beat you as Mr. Freeze? He got me with my weakness. What? Warmth? No love.
All right. So I totally missed that because the Oscars escapes me as well as everything. So
I only caught the highlights, and the "I'm Just Ken" number from last night was pretty funny.
I love that. Was that where they were fighting with sharks and like bats?
Yes.
And banjos.
The best cinematic moment in the last 5 years is that one guy running up the hill or just joining the Battle of Kens and stabbing himself with a suction cup arrow because he doesn't know what else to do.
Yeah, we just had one viewer, and then we talked, and then they just go away. And then they come back, and then they go away.
Just like my Tinder page. Anyway, let's
they have it's like an ocean of malaise and sadness.
Pretty much.
So tell me more about Ken, because I actually liked Barbie. It was really good. I liked that a lot.
I think it's brilliant, and unfortunately, Barbie didn't win anything. But then again, I didn't see Oppenheimer. But people are glad that
Oppenheimer. It was supposed to be like the best movie of all time. What is about movies that? What is that movie about? Like,
it's about Oppenheimer. Come on, the guy who made the bomb.
Well, what's it about? Is it dystopian? Is it real? Is it?
It's definitely a real telling, and he looks and Robert Downey Jr. took 60 years and a ton of makeup to look like the way I look in the morning.
It's really funny that you said.
How are you doing, Chad? I have become death, and I almost had the same hat.
It's really funny that you said Oppenheimer because I was thinking of Chaplin. You ever see Chaplin? That's
I have
the
seen
Robert
Chaplin.
Downey Jr. movie, right? He plays Chaplin, doesn't he?
He does play Chaplin.
Did you ever see the Chaplin movie where he plays Hitler? That was amazing.
That was one and the same guy.
Chaplin was Hitler? You can't say that. The Chaplin estate's coming after you. So was that.
This one guy on Twitter was doing his name is Todd in the Shadows, and he did a probably incomplete list of Oscar losers playing. Oscar winners playing actors who won Oscars.
Hey, I wanna. How well do you know what happened with the Oscars the other day?
I only know a few clips, but
my friend Lewis Morris. You know Lewis Morris, right? I mean, you know Lewis
yep.
Morris. He's a good guy. He's an amazing hip hop artist. But he also did this amazing. I want to see how right he was. So, all right, Chad.
How right what was?
His predictions were Best Picture, Oppenheimer.
He won. That won. I think it won.
Right. Yeah. Best Director, Christopher Nolan, Oppenheimer. Best Actor in a leading. So did Oppenheimer win like all of them?
Let's get the breakdown.
Yeah, let's do a breakdown because I think he might be on this. He really knows his movies and stuff. If you want to follow an interesting Facebook page, follow Lewis Morris.
There we go. Cillian Murphy for Oppenheimer won Best Actor. Oppenheimer won Best Picture. Emma Stone for Poor Things won Best Actress.
Time out. You're taking away the fun of it. All right. Best Picture was Oppenheimer, correct?
Yes.
Best Director was Christopher Nolan, Oppenheimer.
That's right.
Best Actor and a leading actor was Cillian Murphy, Oppenheimer.
Yes. Best Actor and a leading actor?
Yeah, right. I'm not judging. Best Actress in a leading role, Lily Gladstone, Killers of the Flower Moon. Was that correct?
Let me see. That's the prediction?
That's the
prediction. What was the category?
Best Actress in a leading role.
Oh, no. That was Emma Stone for Poor Things.
Emma Stone's beautiful. Best Actor in a supporting role, Robert Downey Jr., Oppenheimer.
He won.
Okay. Best Actress in a supporting role. Ready? Divine Joy Randolph, The Holdovers.
Yeah, that was a win.
No shit. Good job, Lewis. Best Original Screenplay. Ready? Anatomy of a Fall.
Why can't I find that? Best adapted. Was it the adapted screenplay or original?
He's got one for that too.
But Anatomy of the Fall. Yes, it did win for best original.
Holy crap! Best adapted screenplay, American Fiction or Oppenheimer will win.
Correct. Also won. Are you sure you're not just doing a list of who won? No, actually,
dude, he predicted this. All right.
Okay, go on.
All right. Best animated feature should win Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Will win The Boy and the Heron.
Let me look.
By the way, Spider-Man Across.
That's weird. This list I have doesn't seem to have the best. They don't have best animated on this list. That's kind of ridiculous.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, because I saw the one before that, and I think my head literally exploded.
Oh yeah, The Boy and His Heroine. Yeah, definitely won.
I don't think it's The Boy and His Heroine, dude. I think it's the Heron. But
you like what you like, and I like what I like. You like herons? That's fine. But I'm old. I need something else aside from birds to excite me.
The Boy and Sweet Lady H. Best international feature. Should win The Zone of Interest. Will win The Zone of Interest.
Best, yes.
Holy
also correct.
He's amazing.
This guy called it.
Yeah, he called it. This is Lewis Morris. And also, I'll tell you a little bit about Lewis Morris. He's having a record release in Providence. You gotta go see
it.
Cool. Best documentary feature should win Shrug. All right, will win 20 Days in Mariupol.
That did win.
Holy shit, Lewis! All right, best original score. You ready for this?
Sure, he didn't write this the morning of today.
No, he wrote this one day ago. Wait a minute. Should win Ludwig Göransson, Oppenheimer. Will win Ludwig Göransson, Oppenheimer.
You got it. I think the only thing he's been wrong was for Emma Stone.
All right, best
Best
original
actress.
song. I know this is insane. Should win. I'm Just Ken Barbie. Will win. What Was I Made For Barbie?
That he is correct again. Billie Eilish won.
Billie Eilish?
Yeah, Eilish.
Who's Billie Eilish? Who's Billie Eilish? What song is
That's a song. That's a song. What Was I Made For? She's the one who composed it.
she sings the Barbie song?
I think so.
That's a pretty good song. All right, here we go. Best cinematography. Should win. Hoyt van Hoytema. Will win. Hoyt van Hoytema.
No, I can't. Oh, yeah, Hoyt van Hoytema. That's Oppenheimer, and yeah, he won.
All right, best costume design.
He called it.
Yeah, best costume design. Should win. Poor Things. Will win. Poor Things.
Yep, that's also correct.
Holy crap. Best production design. Should win. Poor Things. Will win. Poor Things.
Also correct.
Okay, this isn't real.
So
Best
Lewis Morris is from the future, 24 hours ago.
I mean, I like him, man. He does really good reviews and stuff. I wanted him to put some of his stuff on Oddball. All right, best visual effects. Ready? Should win Godzilla -1 or The Creator. Will win Godzilla -1.
By now you must know because you've probably seen 1,000 graphics of Godzilla with a giant Oscar.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Did he do this like best film? I feel like kind of an idiot. Best film editing. Should win Oppenheimer. Will win Oppenheimer.
Best cinematography? Is that what you said?
No, best film editing.
Oh, best film editing. Yeah, that one.
Best sound. Should win Oppenheimer. Will win Oppenheimer.
Best sound?
Best sound. Should win Oppenheimer. Will win Oppenheimer.
How come I can't see sound?
You can't see sound. You can only hear sound.
I'll kill you. I don't see. Oh, best sound. The Zone of Interest.
Ah, I didn't even see that one. Best hair and makeup. Should win Poor Things. Will win Maestro.
Poor Things won.
Jeez, man. Wow. Did you? Okay, so if you were like catching that, what was that, like 10 for 12?
He got. I think he missed 3. He only got 3. I see. It's kind of cagey to do. Should win, will win, because it seems like if it should win does win, then he still seems like he's right.
No, not really.
It's like we're grading him on a curve.
With the orange Emmy thing, Oscar. Wow.
But anyway,
right,
congratulations for Lewis Morris. You get a big bag of air for your near 80%.
Actually, dude, we probably should plug his. He does have this. He does have an upcoming show, and I do want to plug it for him. 3/22/2024, his new album drops, formerly known as Reggie. I'm gonna share this real quick because I think it's worth sharing. Lewis, I hope you don't mind that we're sharing all this stuff, but respect the hell out of
free publicity. No, stop that. Wait.
All right, Lewis, formerly known as Reggie, album release show, AS220, Black Box, 95 Empire Street, Providence, Rhode Island, 02903, March 21st, 24th, 7 p.m., featuring Toad and the Stooligans, Jesse the Tree, Marianne Murray, special guest Brandy Blaze, Terry Borderline, Sassy Destiny, and more. Official DJ Wyzam. This is going to be an album that you're going to remember. Have you ever heard any of his stuff before?
In the past, and plus he performed for Stone Soup, so yeah, I got a good sense.
Yeah, the guy's phenomenal. His beats are amazing. He's a really good guy. All right. So let's get into it. So much stuff going on with Oddball. We missed a couple weeks.
We only missed 1 week technically, I think, or 2.
Yeah.
Did we miss 2 weeks? No, we did miss 2 weeks.
I mean, we missed 2 weeks because I couldn't get access to the computer because I was, I was.
What he needs is in prison. But anyway, let's.
Prison. I was captive, held captive. All right. Anyway, let's get into it. Chad, let's get into Oddball Show. Real quick, I do want to shout out another couple more things, but let's get into Oddball Magazine. You ready to go, buddy?
Yes, but what are you shouting out before we get into Oddball Magazine?
I was going to shout out the show I went to at AS220 the other day with this band called Captain Caffeine and the Insecurities.
There you go.
They were phenomenal. Nice guys too. Pretty down to earth people, and I acted like a freak at that show because I have major social anxiety. All right, moving on. Let's get into Oddball Magazine, something I am familiar with and understand. All right,
And we might as well cover the last 2 weeks of Secrets of Skinny People
I
because
definitely want to do that. Yes.
at the very least,
So where would that be? Would that be?
you'd want to look up. I would look up Holding Pattern, which was last week's.
Wow, DL Polonsky. No. On Notice, actually. Wait, March 4th?
Well, On Notice is last week's, but the one from 2 weeks ago is Holding Pattern.
All right, so I'm going to go down one more. The artwork is beautiful this week. On Notice, is that the one we're doing? No, we're not.
Holding Pattern is the one we're going to
All
do
right,
first.
Holding Pattern. Here we go.
That'll catch you up.
Are you seeing my screen?
Am I seeing your screen? Yes, I'm seeing your screen.
All right. So let's catch everyone up with Jeffrey's Secrets of Skinny People.
Okay, but are you on Holding Pattern?
I'm on Holding
There
Pattern.
we go. Okay, good.
All right.
So I guess I'll be Professor Lucas,
Woo!
and you'll be Jeffrey
Yes.
and Random Robot, and I'll do Steamboat Willie.
Fantastic. All right.
which is a cast of characters I did not expect to ever have in a comic strip published by Oddball Magazine, but that's where we are.
Original characters like Ricky Rouse and Ronald Mott.
Darnold the Duck, yeah. Or like the Muppet Show one time. Mickey Mouse, and this is Darnold the Duck. Mickey Mouse and Darnold the Duck, get out of here.
I'm an original character like Mickey Mouse. All right,
Then everyone has antlers on going M-I-C-K. Like, no. But anyway.
All right, let's get into it.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. What do you mean we're in a holding pattern?
Yeah, I know. We're just in kind of a situation over here at the office. What's he saying? Are those two goons? Dude, you do the robot. You do the robot better.
Are those two goons at it again? He's saying they just walked out of production. Oh, this is unbelievable. Who do they think they are? Because you know who I am? I'm Steamboat motherfucking Willie. And I will kill the skinny people. And that's kind of the holding pattern the strip has been in since the character has decided to go meta and basically say fuck the strip.
Fudge the strip, I say. So I don't say I say fudge.
And that's if you really missed us and didn't bother reading Oddball the last couple of weeks we were away, then that's all you need to know. The characters have and next week there might even be a bonus episode as you find out why in the next episode of Secrets of Skinny People why Oddball Magazine's week that was gone for 2 weeks.
Uh-oh.
I've been in talks with Jeffrey. Don't worry.
All right. All right, ready? Here we go. On Notice. It's getting real. By the way, we should talk about the zine that me, you, and Jeffrey are working on. And we will.
Go on. I'm working on the zine now. Go on.
The Secrets of Skinny People, Jeffrey Fallon, On Notice. I'll do this one. Ready?
Go on.
Let me make this as clear as possible. This a manifesto. The Secrets of Skinny People is on notice. We're not to be trifled with. And if Steamboat Willie wants a piece, then come at us. I dare you. You piece of shit, black and white, irrelevant rat bastard. I'll snap your rodent neck like a mousetrap. Wow. Holy.
Names are named. People are named.
What is happening?
All I'm saying is I hope the strip for next week, the strip for this week is pretty much a continuation of calling out people, including the creator of the strip. And then hopefully this coming Monday, next week, we're going to find out what happened with the week that was from the last 2 weeks. And I know Jason's a little afraid. But,
a bit afraid. But yet, then again, I am kind of proud of where I was. All right.
But anyway, that's where the status of the skinny people are.
All right. Let's just get back to the last week that was, all right?
The
I'm
last,
sorry, we're
the
gonna
last
miss.
Ann Scove.
Yeah, we can get in. Yes, okay. What you know what? We will. Why not? Next. Here we go.
Let's
Here we
go.
go. 11 steps.
We're never going to be able to catch up. And the last time we tried to catch up for like 3 months of missed shows, we were doing April and December, and it was never going to happen.
Well, that was because I was like using like DaVinci Resolve to edit all the podcasts, and then I was like, By the way, like our podcast, like
wait a minute, you edit
live on
podcasts?
Our podcast, Outcast, yeah. Our podcast has been more podcasty on YouTube than actually on like podcast networks.
What does that mean?
Means because we have to like take a moment, edit it. I'm not edit it. We don't edit anymore. MP4 MP4 to MP3. Write a little thing like, hey, this is kind of something you won't listen to, and then tag it with a bunch of tags like,
yeah, someone you listen to. Sound like Jay Leno. Hey, I know.
Hey, buddy, listen to this. The Muppets, I'll tag with the Muppets and the Simpsons and Billie Eilish and Ken and Oppenheimer and Lewis Morris and
how did Billy Idol get into this?
Jason and Jeffrey Fallon and everybody, and then nobody.
Billy Idol. Billy Idol.
Did I say Billy Idol? Is it Billy Idol?
You did say Billy Idol. I'm wondering how he fits.
Billy Idol? He fits
Yes.
everywhere, buddy. He fits everywhere. Billy Idol is still
Too
so
true.
well. If Billy Idol put out anything right now, it would go somewhere. She Who Laughs Last.
So basically, you're saying with the old podcast, with the old way of doing the podcast, you did all this work and no one listened.
No, that's not true. People listened, but it was just a lot of work, and we put out a shit. Chad, me and you, we put out a lot of content, right? Oddball Magazine 5 days a week, like a couple times a day. And I mean, what are we doing? Do we drink? Do we have speed every day, Chad? I mean, is there
I don't
speed?
know. I don't know. I just post content. I don't read it. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm kidding. I thought I told you.
I kid.
No, but Chad, you're the most like busy guy I've ever seen in my life. Like, how many times do you get published? Like you're always publishing, moving, shaking, doing shit. I mean, I'm second. You're just a busy guy.
I've lost count.
Oh,
all my accolades and the people I've had to blow to get them. It's just
How many is it now, Chad? A baker's dozen?
Trigger warning. You're finding out the inner workings of how poetry works in publication. Anyway,
she Who Laughs Last, 11 steps. That makes it a baker's dozen, Chad. 11 steps. All right, here we go.
I think it makes it a baker's dozen -1. I don't know, but anyway.
All right, it's the authentication process here. Go ahead, Chad.
Oh, let me. Here we go.
Touch with your index
finger.
finger.
Oh, yes. How to authenticate online.
Right.
1, touch with your index finger. 2, enter the 9-digit code, which looks like a Wheel of Fortune section here.
Flashbacks. Go ahead.
3, answer a security question. What was the name of your last girlfriend?
Goldfish. Oh, no.
Oh, your last goldfish. God, I can't read. 4, click the non-fruits. 5, enter password. 6, reset password.
Must use 10 letters. 5
7, answer a trivia question. 8,
Paris.
touch with your pinky toe. 9, say the magic word. 10, iris scan. 11, enter the last 4 letters of your first pet gecko's maiden name.
That's a good one, Ann. Good one, Ann. Good one.
To tell you the truth, when I had to authenticate my Gmail again on this laptop because I erased my cache and my history, I felt pretty much in this boat.
I got into a really weird capture the other day. It's like, I don't know how to use this. I'm just trying to get into my mail. Like, what is this? So you got to turn a wolf around 3 times and make sure it's on the same level platform, and it's like bouncing on a thing, and if you don't, it falls off, and then like you're playing pitfall, and there's an alligator, and you got the rope, and you're swinging past the rope, and then the alligator eats you.
Is that like Pitfall? Are you describing the game of Pitfall?
Yeah, the game of Pitfall. She Who Laughs Last. If you don't know Ann Scove by now, if you don't know Ann Scove,
Keep going.
all right. Anscombe lives in her hometown of Cincinnati. Her comics first appeared in local street papers, Street Vibes, and Article 25. She is a frequent contributor to Funny Times and Belt Magazine, both based in Northern Ohio. She considers having her comics up on your refrigerator door to be the highest form of praise. And reading them while you're on the can is an acceptable close second, which a lot of people do because it's on the, it's on your phone, right? So, I mean, come on. Who doesn't read on the can?
By the way, for anyone using Firefox, we apologize for the lack of cooperation the site's giving you. Hopefully, we'll work on that.
Well, actually, if you're using Firefox, just integrate to Ask Jeeves, and we should have no problem.
I will kill you. Like, I do not install Microsoft Firefox. That has kept me going and internet safe for a very long time.
All right, Chad, where should I go now? Where should I go?
Well, you should go to the next thing, which would be the first poem of Tuesday of last Tuesday.
So we're not going. We're actually. Oh, this is so cool.
This is the first poem of Monday. Yes, and
Louis Lazaro Tiarina. Chef's kiss. Okay, I love this stuff. All right. Shout out to Louis Lazaro Tiarina. A big fan of just his poetry, his artwork, and everything.
Yes,
that's not real, right? That's not real.
That is real.
Is that real?
That's real.
That's
the immolation. That's the self-immolation from the U.S. Airman Aaron Bushnell.
I'm sorry, that's real.
That's real.
That guy
didn't hear about this?
No, that guy burned himself.
Yes.
Death.
Look at the quote.
Okay. Photo post. Aaron Bushnell's self-immolation. I'm about to engage in an extreme act of protest, but compared to what people have been experiencing in Palestine, it is not extreme at all. This is what our ruling class has decided will be normal. Aaron Bushnell, U.S. Airman. You're saying that this guy lit himself on fire
to protest the treatment of Palestinian people by Israel,
and just died right there? Like he lit himself on fire. And, holy cannoli.
I guess you were away, so you missed a lot. But yeah, that was it. I hate to call it a thing, but yes, that was a thing that happened, and most people could have had a hard time processing it.
That's a pretty hardcore shit, man. Holy cannoli. Holy Wazzoli. I can't even believe that. Should we just move on to his poem? Because that was nuts.
You want to read it?
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
All right. All right. So rest in peace, Aaron Bushnell, U.S. Airman. Aaron Bushnell, the airman, set himself on fire on a cold February Sunday morning in his tragic protest against the new normal of butchering Palestinians as the Nazis once did the Jews. Now the murderers, killers, the Israelis and Americans, those colonizers with their sophisticated acid tongues that deny or feign horror of the gaping wounds of the dead in Gaza and the left bank on a Sunday morning. Americans were having their morning coffee, lounging on their sofa, watching with eyes half open those crude sport channels, or fighting with their spouses, or making love with them out of the boredom of the day in America. The complacencies of eating their organic oranges and sipping their fair trade teas, caring less about those who died by the thousands in fire, in raging, and silent Gaza. Aaron Bushnell set himself on fire on a Sunday morning, the day not blissful nor imperishable, as a poet once wrote about another Sunday morning, but this death by fire on a Sunday morning has taught us what Heraclitus knew. Deliberate violence is more to be quenched than a fire. Such is this great death on a Sunday morning. Wow. That's pretty crazy, Chad.
Yeah, I'm so glad that Luis offered this to us. So I was only too glad to grab it.
Yeah. Louis Lazaro Tiarina was born in Salina, Kansas. Mr. Tiarina has a Master's of Art degree in history, concentration being military history and diplomacy. He's a published author of military theory, short stories, essays, and poetry. Mr. Tiarina resides in Vermont. Wow, that's a pretty powerful way to start Monday.
And we ended Monday with a pretty strong piece as well. If you want to go progress to Oddball Stories,
All right, Chad. Oddball Stories with Brianna Waddle.
And I'll just read the first paragraph of this, which I really appreciated from Brianna Waddle. Miss Katie said you don't deserve kids. That's the title.
Yeah.
Maybe some people grow up with adoring parents and sweet siblings and perfect homes, but I don't actually believe that. Logically, I know it must be true. Naively, I believe that will be true for my children. I like to believe that I will be a good mother, but I am not some divine being incapable of wrong. It seems so hypocritical to believe that perfect homes don't exist, but simultaneously believe that my children will grow up unaware of kitchen table bills and extramarital affairs. I keep thinking of the playhouse rotting in my childhood bedroom, in a home that's been abandoned for 4 years. I feel it in my bones when I go to sleep, when I shower. And it's a very short piece, so I'll leave it there. But it's worth it. It's worth it to read it as all our oddball stories. And we do encourage you all to keep contributing. And thanks to Brianna for her latest contribution.
And absolutely the amazing imagery. I keep thinking of the playhouse rotting in my childhood bedroom in a home that's been abandoned for 4 years. I feel it in my bones when I go to sleep, when I shower. And it's actually a really great piece. You just got to keep on checking out what Brianna is writing about in our oddball stories. Do you want to give Brianna her, her just credits? You want to read her bio?
Can you do it?
Do you remember when you were?
I just let my page just dropped, so I'm
do you remember when you were in the Beatles, and they said, and he said, all you need is love. Do you believe that? Brianna Waddle.
Could you please remember when I asked you just one thing to read the bio? Can you do that?
Brianna Waddle enjoys writing creative nonfiction and dabbling in poetry. She works as an assistant manager at the University of South Carolina Aiken Writing Center, and in her free time, she enjoys journaling. Most of her work includes themes of family, grief, and frequent references to oddities and antiques. Fantastic. All right.
And now we have the first poem of Tuesday coming up.
Boom, boom. Look at this image here. You do this one, Jed?
Courtesy of Jennifer Matthews.
Jennifer Matthews. Wowie. Wow. Look at that. You want to change it? You want to explain what this is for people who might not, who are listening on the podcast?
I assume this to be a path of a shellfish, which I have actually documented myself.
Really?
Yeah, I've actually. I mean, I didn't document this one. This is obviously Jennifer's, but this is what I did. This is what I interpreted it as. There's actually.
That's not a snake skin.
I guess it could be, but it reminded me of the. It reminded me of how certain creatures that like at the Cape will carve a path in like the wet sand.
Yeah, absolute dingus. That is definitely a crab making a cool design. It does look like a snake, but it is a crab in sand. Why did I think that was a snake?
Why did it have to be snakes? The poem is by Jeffrey S. Calico.
All right, photography by Jennifer Matthews.
I'll read this one.
Go ahead.
I am I? I am not amphibian, if that is what you're asking, but I feel human today, unlike the day before when the term anathema seemed to fit even better, but there are times when I feel more like a depleted enema or the mutated version of someone's dead sister.
Jesus.
Complete with antlers and toenails the length of intestinal tracts.
Holy. Toenails and antlers. Unsettling, really. Just toenails in a poem. Ugh. I want to vomit out of my mouth. Intestinal tracts? Ugh. It's kind of like when I heard this Kanye West song the other day. I was like, oh my God, I think I'm going to vomit. The new song Carnival. It's not good. And I was literally like holding in puke. That's what you get when you put the Chad. I'm a poet. I know I'm a poet, and I've never ever used the word toenails in a poem. Have you? You probably have. You definitely have.
If I have, I don't remember.
You
never know.
Jesus.
Jesus. Go away.
Jeffrey S. Caldecott has been writing poetry and fiction since age 18. He edited Negative Suck, an online literary magazine from 2009 to 2014. Although it is now defunct, he himself is not. Poet and photographer Jennifer Matthews' poetry has been published in Nepal by Pen Himalaya and locally by the Wilderness Retreat Writers Organization, Midway Journal, the Somerville Times, Ibison Street Press, and Boston Girl Guide. Jennifer was nominated for a Poetry Award by the Cambridge Arts Council for her book of poetry, Fairy Tales and Misdemeanors. Her songs have been released nationally and internationally, and her photography has been used as covers for a number of Ibison Street Press poetry books and has been exhibited at the Middle East Restaurant, 1369 Coffee Houses, Sound Bites Restaurant in Somerville, and McLean Hospital, where I have been to all very recently. You're up, Chad. Oh, I'm up. All right, there we go. All right, Chad.
Yes, you are up again.
This is actually a good one, actually. I like this one. Jack, I mean, all right, a little bit about this. So I was playing with my, I got a little bit of a side project called Dog vs. Vac, which I think is a great name for a Dog v. Vac. Is the name.
Okay.
And I was playing a song, and I was trying to write about my daughter, and it sounded all weird and trippy because I had all these like effects on it. So here we go. And it's also hard to write songs on the fly. Jagged Thought 518, the song I should have sang the other day. I got tight-lipped, trying to play those chords, singing into that dusty mic. If I sang the right song lyrics, this is what I would have said. I hear you drifting off to sleep. What do you think about when you dream? Do you pray your soul to keep? I think of you when I dream. I dream only good things for you. I'll always be there for you, dear Emerson. The song was supposed to be happy, but my clunky chords made it sound spacey. My messing around with the pedals made it sound fuzzy and trippy. Lots of feedback with my Ibanez acoustic sounding a bit choppy, dissonant. Meant to be a lullaby, sounding like a rant from a lunatic. I will try and be better on the spot with the chords and the thoughts I got. Maybe learn some chord progressions that sound lighter when I write about you. Maybe in the key of C or D or something bright like you. You are so cool, and you are not an E minor somber song. I might have stayed on the downbeat too long, made the song dreary and not a summer sing-along, but I meant well. I'll try harder, think better, write smarter lyrics. You deserve to hear something maybe when you can understand it. A small look at what your father did with his time on the planet. Whew.
This might be one of my favorites of yours from the new batch.
Oh, thanks, Chad.
From the latest batch, I should say. You probably do owe me a new batch soon, but
I think I do owe you a new batch. A new bunch of gizmos are hatching. All right, Chad. We're gonna be like, you know, when you listen to an audiobook on like 2 times speed. Have you ever done that?
Oh yes. Are you saying you're tired?
Oh yeah. No, I mean, yeah, but I'm ready to rock. Let's do this. Let's just like.
Let's get this. Anyway.
Have you ever done that, Chad? You ever drank an egg out of a glass?
I have not, and this is an old photo that was going to go to something else years ago from Ed Galt.
Yeah,
it was an idea that we had for a different poem that I believe also involved an egg. This poem does not directly involve an egg, but this is like this is the food photo that I had.
Yeah.
So I was very interested in trying to implement this one. There was actually a couple of versions of this, but this one was, I think there was even one in a color, but this one was my favorite.
Now, I want to shout out this poet because he is active on Instagram. Denzel Johnson Green.
Oh yeah, he is very.
Yeah, and he's got good content on there. So, and thank you for being on Oddball Magazine. Chad, hit it.
I won't do the whole thing, but I'll do for this one. I'll do partial. Another food poem. You like your applesauce cinnamon or strawberried? Milk from the cow or free of dairy? I hope you like your kiwi hairy, because the way we eat them, you'd think we were 70s porn stars that just got married.
Boom.
Banana peeled from the top or the bottom. Last lady to answer wrong got caught up with Gomorrah and Sodom.
Boom.
Is it forwards or backwards? I'm just going to leave the rest of the poem from there. But this is an enticing enough beginning that I know you guys will appreciate.
It makes
It's
me
bio time, sir.
It makes me want to go raid my fridge. All right, here we go.
Oh God.
This person. Let me give Denzel Johnson Green.
God.
He deserves. Denzel Johnson Green is a poet and photographer living in St. Pete, Florida. He's a creator of a local poetry journal, Neptune, is the host of a weekly poetry gathering called Community Poetry, and is a recipient of the Roy Peter Clark Literary Prize. He loves writing about food, discrimination, magic, and strange stuff around town. And our friend Edward S. Scald is a poet and fine arts photographer living in Brighton, Massachusetts. And his work has appeared in Oddball Magazine, Spectrum, Wilderness House Literary Review, Interlude, Currents, and Encore. All right, Chad, ready?
I'm ready.
There we go. There we go. Oh, D.L. Polonsky. Am I right? Wow.
You are correct.
Jeez, man, what?
I've been using him for a while, and I saw some of his new pieces. I guess he's working on a novel that he's also not just writing, but also illustrating with his own artwork.
Really?
Yes. Wouldn't be the first time he's done something like that. He actually has a children's book called The Letter Bandits. And let's see what we have here. Sorry. I am researching multiple things at once, so I lost my spot. Give me 1 second. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I am back.
Chad, I got this stupid box on my screen, so
You got a box?
I got a box. We're gonna roll with this. But
Okay, here we go.
This
This is Richard L. Mata, Transition Relationship. This is a shorter one.
Go ahead.
We're sending ourselves pink as they bob on an emerald wave. How would I know they are running through a checklist of risks, sidetracked as I am by rogue joy, by sheer beauty next to me as I look to move myself from grief's shadow? I admit there's a phrase for it. Transition relationship. This half-committed modern ritual.
Look at this.
Painful peel. What's wrong?
No, it's just an amazing piece of art. Just amazing.
I was reading the poem. Could you hear me?
Yeah, no, I heard you. It was great. It's just I was overwhelmed by the beauty of this poem. Art.
Fair enough. Let's have you be overwhelmed by the bios.
All right. Poem by Richard L. Mata. Look at D.L. Polonsky. All right, so I think if you want to check out D.L. Polonsky, you got to follow his Twitter, right? He's pretty active on Twitter, right?
Not so much. He's more active on Facebook, and he posts his art. He posts updates to his artwork all the time. He's not so much involved in Twitter as much.
Yeah,
he has a Twitter hang, but I don't think he posted very much.
Chad, somehow I have Twitter followers, but I haven't Twittered since 2006. Poem by Richard L. Mata. Actually, for a while, I was like, come to this thing. People were like, who are you? No one knows who I am. Richard L. Mata grew up in New York's rustic.
People still don't know who I am, so don't feel too bad.
Chad, I don't know who I am. Richard L. Mata.
Hello.
Chad, I got this stupid box on my screen. I can't move it. Technology. Richard L. Mata grew up in New York's rustic Hudson Valley, moved around the country.
Are you saying you can't scroll down the screen?
No, I got. Okay, do you see a gray box on my screen?
I don't.
Oh, okay. Well, I do. It's annoying. All right. So anyway, I grew up as a forensic scientist and landed in San Diego, which is which is Spanish for he's frequently or near Wales, but he's frequently or near the water, usually with his golden doodle dog. He's been published in many international haiku journals, and his long-form poems are in such place as Dewdrop, Healing Muse, Newverse News, and San Pedro River Review. And our friend D.L. Polonsky is a Boston-area artist, writer, and filmmaker. His characters have appeared in the Boston Herald, and his written work includes the children's book, The Letter Bandits, from T.B.W. Brooks. All right, Chad. Moving on.
Jason is tired, everyone.
Chad, I took Seroquel and Trazodone before this podcast.
Jesus God. All right. Let's go to the call.
He's putting my kids through college. You know what that one is, Chad? Simpsons? You know what I'm talking about? When Homer asked for a hot dog at the funeral of Krusty. clown, and he goes, there's a funeral thing here, and he goes, lady, he's putting my kids through college.
Oh, God.
All right, it's all one thing, Chad. Go for it. Mainstream, lamestream, mainstream.
All right. Yes. Good Lord. Jesus, Jason.
I know,
So they've just stopped talking about Gaza, and it's all about the two old candidates now who have been foreordained since long before either declared the presidential predestination. So we are expected to sit by totally bedazzled by this mass media sleight of hand dirty trick of look over here, don't notice those children buried under the bouncing rubble. Just don't even look at the little limbs removed without anesthesia, the tiny bodies dying in cold halls, the mass graves full of the cloth wrapped little forms stacked in these hasty, shallow trenches. And I'm just going to stop there and urge you to read the rest of this piece. James has been on a very hot streak since
he went on vacation, he wrote about like going to like where he was born, or whatever. It was like,
yeah, he's been hitting them out of the park ever since, especially in a timely
his
fashion.
Chad, I'd say since his 500th poem, he's been nailing it.
Yeah,
26 weeks of pure greatness. James Van Loy. Good band name, good album. Like it sounds like a good album. 26 weeks of pure greatness. All right, now one of my favorite poets here, Janet Cormier, Bamboozled No More. She's been writing some really beautiful stuff. Well, let's see what she has today. Bamboozled No More, How Dreams Happen. Your worst habit, keeping self on spin cycle mode. No matter what anyone says or does, remember. What did you just do there?
What do you mean what I do there?
You you just made a huge snorting sound while I was about to read the poem.
I must have stifled a cough. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
There wasn't anything to laugh about.
Oh, all right. I thought you went. Anyway, all right. Your worst habit, keep my
snorting in check. Okay, good to know.
Snort check. All right, here we go. Good band name, Oddball Magazine, March 8th, 2024. Bamboozle No More, How Dreams Happen. This one's good. So let's take a breath. Your worst habit, keeping self on spin cycle mode. No matter what anyone says or does, remember to 1, believe the universe is full of wonder. 2, thank God that dreams happen beyond our expectations. Nice reminders, Janet. Janet Cormier is a painter, writer, prose and poetry, and performs comedy. Janet prefers different and original over pretty. She loves collecting stuff, but cleaning not so much. Janet talks to strangers a lot. Her column appears weekly on Oddball Magazine. And Chad, are you ready for the chef's kiss of Oddball Magazine?
The chef's kiss. Yes, indeed I am.
Okay.
If by chef's kiss you mean we try to read the shortest Bruce Wise poems possible because I can see you fading, then yes.
Oh, you can tell it. I mean, I feel like I'm a hologram. I feel like I'm like holographic. All right. Ready, Chad? Wise Words with Bruce Wise. That's a cool band name too. Holographic. All right, Chad, your turn.
You're not wrong.
It's not a bad band name. If you're listening, if I see a band called Holographic, copyright. Go ahead, Chad.
I like A titles that have dragon in it, so I'll do The People of the Dragon 2024.
All right.
By Lou Reed ABC's Y. And for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, Bruce Wise is a man with an anagram, a series of anagrams, and a series of personas named after his various anagrams based on his name. I like that, the man with the anagram. But this is his anagram persona, Lou Reed ABC's Y. The People of the Dragon 2024. A golden, winding, poo-faced dragon on red background green. Gold letters indicate this year, and 2 Tiananmen. The song is by Namewee. He enters with the emperor, dressed in a panda mask and dragon robe upon a horse. The people of the dragon love so spreading everywhere. how everyone is a descendant breathing in its air, including CCP god Xi Jinping and Western shills. Cockroaches bow before 5,000 years of skills and kills.
Wow.
Why would they lie? TikTok can clean all minds, brainwashing works. Again, the leaks are cut down by the size of jerks. Lou Reed, ABC's Y, is a poet of contemporary China. Namui is a new millennial Malaysian hip-hop recording singer whose The People of the Dragon is a recent reference-rich song. I'm going to have to download that.
Yeah, I'm going to have to listen to that one next time. You know,
right after you collapse for 7 hours.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but he's not wrong. TikTok can clean all minds, brainwashing works. Believe me, I learned more stuff about babies and pizza and Puff Diddy and all sorts of stuff and stuff I wasn't supposed to know about, and whether or not like the world turns on an axis. Did you know that people think that it turns on a turtle? TikTok is real, man. All right.
Turtle. Anyway.
All right. Okay. So I remember. Is this the one where he actually shouts out Edward Michael Sopranowitz? I couldn't believe it. Yeah, it was really cool.
Yes.
All right. So I don't have the artwork to complement this. Do you have it?
Let me bring it up. I can bring it up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
It was from a prior week, but give me 1 second.
All right. So Defiant Bow 2 by Edward Michael Sopranowitz. So Bruce is cleverly shouting out one of our active and we really like this guy, Edward Michael Sopranowitz. He's been an artist now for years, and Bruce Wise is kindly giving him a nod, like, "Hey, man, like your stuff."
He does that a lot. He's kissed my ass so many times. Just kidding, Bruce. Thank you.
He's kind of kissed my ass a couple times, so much that I got lipstick on my honey. Defiant Bow 2 by Edward Michael Sopranowitz. By Red Was Ice Blue.
What? Okay, I am. Before you read, I am going. Before you read, I'm going to. I'm trying to send you the. Here it is. I think this is the Defiant Bow. Well, I think this is the Defiant Bow art from a poem by Isaac Cordova, which was published on.
Oh, I remember
February 27th.
Yeah, that one was nasty. In a good way. Nasty as in like hello nasty or freak nasty or nasty. Not like nasty like toenails in a poem.
But let me send that to you via private chat so you can access it.
You can slip into my DMs.
And I have no idea why I'm having a hard time finding the chat function here. Here we go. There you go.
There we go. There we go. All right. Let's
I believe this is Defiant Bow.
Yep, it is. Oh my god, so cool. All right. Here we go. Do you see it?
I see it.
Jeez, it's so cool. All right, so we didn't review this one actually. This is actually next week, isn't it? No,
this is actually a week or two past.
This looks amazing. This is Edward Michael Sopranowitz. The poem was by Isaac Cordova, and I remember reading that. All right, but man, that's so cool. All right, let's see what Bruce has to say about this one. Right?
Got it.
All right. Really good show. All right. So if you're just joining us, this is Oddball Show. Actually, if you've been just joining us, how long have we been talking for, Chad?
You're joining us. You have our sympathies, but we've been talking for about an hour now.
All right, Chad. I need you to take it to the limit. Let's get into it with Oddball. I can't even freaking. So Chad, when I went to look for that, I lost Bruce Wise.
Let me send it to you.
Now I'm in a sea of despair.
You shouldn't be in that much of a sea of despair. He's the last Bruce Wise. He's the last Wise. It's the last Wise words we did. But here, let me give it to you.
Chad, you're such a good guy. Chad, can you tell people where they can find your blog, or should I just show it to them?
It's Chad Prento, poetforhire.com.
Is it?
That's right. I'm 50. I'm approaching 51, and I am still keeping my domain for another year. It's
Dude, this is Chad's website. I'm sorry, that's disrespectful. This is an amazing website.
it's not necessarily disrespectful. I have
Sure
a
it is,
blog
man.
too.
All right, you got your links, you got your news, you got your press, you got your events, and just check out Chad's. Chad is on it, man. Look, here's the news for March. Here it is. Hey, Don Kingfisher Campbell. He's a nice guy. I hung out with him on Zoom the other day.
You went to one of his readings?
Yeah, I went to like a workshop where we workshopped some poems, and I tried playing a song, but it was on my phone, so
Oops.
no bueno. But if you actually play your songs on the computer, it works, but not on the phone. All right, let's get down to it. Thank you everyone for listening. We're about to land this plane. This is the last poem of the week from Bruce Wise. A shout out to Ed Michael Sprenowitz. You saw that beautiful artwork. Let's see what Bruce has to say with it. Here we go. Defiant Bow 2. All right. Defiant Bow 2 by Edward Michael Sprenowitz by Red Was Ice Blue. It's brilliant in its swirling in a circle, packed and rich. Defiant Bow 2 by the artiste E.M. Sprenowitz. Like yin and yang, it is divided, though straight at 12 o'clock, into two abstract sides, too smooth and bright to stop her cock. Upon the right, is that caulk? That's cock, right?
Caulk. C-A-U-L-K. Yeah.
That's not cock. It's not cock.
Caulk.
Like caulking.
Yes.
Right. Great. Upon the right, bright red, bright light blue that blacks that upon the right, bright red, Jesus. Upon the right, bright red light blue that black and white imbues and accents, not quite accidental hues that seem to fuse. Upon the left, light green and yellow shine in curving lines. The whole a planetary score of notes and swerving signs. Is there hand in vibrant red down at the bottom pole? What does it hold? An atmosphere of harmony and glow. Glow? Red Was Ice Blue is a poet of new millennial art, like that of contemporary artist E.M. Sprenowitz. Man, that was a good poem, Bruce.
And Edward Sopranovich thanks you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he does. I don't know if people, I don't know if he even got it, but if he listens to this and
I'll let him know.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's not about, I wasn't even sharing my screen. All right, Chad. It's been real.
We've had many shows, and this was one of them. Okay, thank you.
Exactly. All right. Couple things. We got some stuff going on with Oddball Foundation, Chad. You ready?
Go on.
All right. So one, me and Jeffrey Fallon have been talking, and we want to build a zine. Oddball Magazine episode. Not episode. Oddball Magazine issue 6.
An actual physical issue.
Physical actual zine. So
Yes.
If you are in the area of Mansfield, Massachusetts, or Norwood, or Boston, and you want to drive down to Mansfield, whatever, or if you want to just mail us at our mailing address, which is 12 Giles Ave, 12 Giles Place, number 1416, Mansfield, Mass. 02048. You can actually be part of this the zine. So we're collecting local artists. We'd prefer people who've been in Oddball since the beginning. I'm thinking Chad. I'm thinking Tim Gager. I'm thinking me. I'm thinking Janet Cormier and Jeffrey Fallon and even Bruce. But also there's some steadfast poets. Jennifer Matthews should be in there. Ed Galt. Anyway, we want to get all your artwork. We want to get all your poetry. We want to put out a slammin' zine. Also, we want to get some music reviews in there. If you've gone to a show and you want to do a review of it, band reviews, all that kind of stuff. So,
okay then.
All right. Then second, we have the Artists Etc. still happening at the Safe Coalition. and that is happening at the Safe Coalition in Franklin. It's a peer support program for artists, entertainers, creatives, entrepreneurs, poets, playwrights, DJs, guitar players, whatever it is. So come down. That is this
Triangle players, tuba,
Yeah.
tuba, whatever.
tuba, bassinet, but no, bassoon. Ah, not a bassinet, bassoon. And then lastly, I want to do this. So I was recently hospitalized. I'll just be honest with you guys. I was recently hospitalized. Yep. Shocker. Here it is. I was recently hospitalized. I went to a great hospital. I went to McLean Hospital. And you know what, Chad? I found out at McLean Hospital, one of the best hospitals in the fucking world. You know
What did you find out?
They have no books.
Ah,
They have books. They have like good books, fiction books. They have no books about self-improvement, empowerment, blah, blah, blah. Now that is not their fault. They get books by donation. So what I want to do, because I've kind of done a circular tour of most of the mental health hospitals in the state, and I've noticed that none of them have fucking books. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to take books that are empowering, that talk about the brain, that talk about the body, like Body Keeps the Score, David Goggins, No One Can Hurt Me, what the Four Agreements, Power of Positive Thinking, yada yada yada. The Secret, whatever. Put these in like let's give these to the hospitals so people can try and find something to read. That is so that's what I'd like to do. Second is the record drive for the local record stores. If you're going to the Safe Coalition on Thursday and you want to bring a record, we're going to try and start to fill milk cartons of records.
cool.
And bring them to record stores. That's all I got right now for Chad.
All right. Well, more to come.
Yeah. Chad, who's next? Who's on Wednesday? Who's on first?
We have Don Kingfisher Campbell is actually going to be featuring this Wednesday.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great poet. He's a really phenomenal poet, nice guy, and also, if you have you checked out Stone Soup? It's a freaking blast, man. I mean, we have fun.
I hope you come this weekend. I hope you come this Wednesday. Sorry.
Yeah. All right, guys. Chad, any other last words?
Rattlesnake, tetherball, spark plug. That's all I got. I have to go to bed too.
All right.
Yeah, bassoon's a good word.
Bassoon.
Bassoon.
Right.
Yes.
Bassoon.
And caulk, not what you thought it was.
Yeah, it really ruined the flow of the poem when I was like, caulk.
You got to remember the when Homer Simpson was selling beer when there was prohibition in Springfield, and he runs out of beer, and he tries to sell Barney, hey Barney, or hey Mo, caulk, delicious caulk. He has a caulking gun. Caulk, yummy caulk. Like, yes.
We're gonna get you, beer baron.
No, you won't. Well, won't. Yeah, I remember that.
You're out there, beer baron.
Alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
Beer baron, you're out there, and I'm gonna find you. No, you won't. Yes, I will.
No, you won't. Okay, time for you to go to bed, sir.
Goodbye, Chad. I'll see you soon.
Everyone else is sleeping on us. Why should we be the same? You and Hans Gruber close us out. I'm just Chad, and he's just Ken. We're out. Have a good night.
Immaculate Chad. We'll see you later. Good band name. All right, my name is Jason Wright. This has been Oddball show the week that was. Thank you all for listening. We really do appreciate your continual checking out Oddball Foundation, all the stuff we're up to. And yes, today is Mental Health Monday, so please do a checkup from your neck up. That's all we can do. And sleep is really important. So figure out your fucking sleep, because that's huge. My name is Jason Wright. I will see you next time. This has been Oddball Show, brought to you by Oddball Foundation, a mental health advocacy organization that is about arts, culture, and doing things the way that we're just doing things different. So we're Oddball Foundation. We'll see y'all later. Thanks. It's been real. If you want to follow us, go. Oh, actually, I got an Instagram. My Instagram is JSNWRT. You can follow me for more. If you want to check out Oddball Foundation, check out Oddball Foundation at Instagram. Also, if you want to check out Oddball Foundation Facebook friends, let's be friends. Just find us on Facebook. We're out there. All right. We'll see y'all later. And it's been real, guys. Bye-bye.
The Oddball Foundation is dedicated to mental health advocacy through art.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oddball Show features content intended for mature audiences. If you'd like to view a content warning before listening, please check out the episode description. The views put forth by our hosts and our guest reflect the speaker's opinions and not the official stance of Oddball Foundation. Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoy the show.